what it is, what's good, what's going on. Welcome to 4th and 10. It's your boy Damon Something out here. Wherever you're rocking with us, we appreciate you. Yeah, it's not your boy Nathan Owens' voice out here. He is handling family business, but we're going to have a good time. We appreciate you wherever you are. Hope you're well. Hope your family's well. We got a good one for you. We all over the place today, baby. We got a good one. Lock in. Stick with us right here. Before we do that out here, hit that bell. Get these notifications. We still out here trying to get to that 1,000, giving away $1,000. We ain't forgot. You're like, what? What they talking about? We giving away $1,000 if we hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2024. All you got to do, hit it. Hit your mama right there. Make one for your dog, and you get a chance to win $1,000. I don't know about you. I'll take $1,000 today.
Hey, for Christmas
presents.
That'd be great.
You understand me right here? I'm trying to get to New York. Somebody got to buy that flight. So somebody flew me out. You understand me out here?
I just bought I think I just bought the most expensive flight of my life.
Ooh, my goodness.
I want to hear about that.
I do want to hear about it. Before we do it out here, rock with me on Instagram, TikTok, Damon Jr. 2, DAMONJR at the number 2. Got the homie David Perdue in the building.
Real quick before we keep going, I don't know why you lied to the people. Nate's not handling fan business. He just moved to Canada.
He's on the run.
He's on the run.
From all those Athens parking tickets.
I did giggle as soon as he texted, like, sorry to do this last minute.
Yeah.
I was like, I know exactly. And then I kept reading, and I was like,
it's literally in the worst spot.
Yeah, it is.
Go ahead.
I was trying to.
You go.
Follow me. Follow me Instagram and Twitter at DoOrDie. It's at DUEORDIE.
There it is. Dan Dunk in the building.
Yo, they sent the other white dude from the bullpen into the podcast.
There we go.
Bring him in.
You walk.
Bring a diverse perspective with you. I did.
You running? Does everybody run? All the relievers run to the field? Or do they walk?
Oh, I'm a runner.
You running? Old school.
Somewhat.
Wow,
John Rocker.
I was gonna say. There's a metaphor there.
That's the only John. That's the only runner I know.
Yeah.
Did Rivy ever run? He ran.
He ran and was racist.
Yeah.
Rivy ever ran and was racist?
Mariano Rivera.
Who I say?
Riviera.
Oh, that's true.
John Rocker was like the first MLB pitcher to get canceled.
Was he?
Yeah.
See?
He was.
I was just there for the balls.
Roid Rage or something like that, right?
Yeah, they was throwing batteries at that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Boy, this is what happens when you stay out of people's business. You just don't know. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because you can rock with somebody too long.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I like him. You know we canceled him last year. Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
Threw batteries at him?
Yeah, that's when he made those comments about
like N-word in some big interview or something.
Yeah,
like that.
F-word. He's in New York in the playoff series, and then the New Yorkers was like, "Oh, we about to throw Duracell batteries at them."
There it is.
Throwing batteries. That's
they
you know
really
what I'm
hate you.
Batteries?
Think about when you need a battery the most. You like, I'm willing to throw that at somebody.
Oh my
and lose
goodness.
it forever.
That's top 5
My
things you don't
Roku-
think you need until you need it.
My Roku
for
remote.
sure.
Oh my goodness.
It tells me every time I turn it on.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That you need a
Where
battery.
the battery is
I think
at.
we got different Rokus. I think
Yeah, Roku does that. I'm sure.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think we all know there's a device in your house you don't utilize the most, like you should.
Sure.
I probably do 3 things with my
Smoke
Apple
alarm.
Watch. You know what I'm saying? That too.
Bro, I don't have any smoke alarms left in my house because I've just ripped them all down and
You
just
just took them
put
all
in
out
a
and left
drawer.
them. That is hilarious.
Oh, that's a move.
That is a move. And at the end of this show, get that fixed. You got too many babies in that house.
Children.
Too many babies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do not listen to this podcast as a life guide.
No.
That is not what you should be
This
here
is a
for.
life escape.
Giggles is what you're here for.
This man said he took all his smoke detectors
When I
down.
heard that, I was like, that can't be true. But then I also was like, I do
That's
believe
true.
it. I do believe it.
I 100% believe it.
There are.
And Dan said he'll just fight the fire.
We live in an old schoolhouse that has tall ceilings. And it takes a lot to get up to it. And getting it back up there plugged in takes a real ladder, not like our step stool ladder that I like awkwardly stand on top of.
Real ladders, the worst.
And so getting that in the house at like 7 o'clock at night after I've busted my butt all day.
We hear you, Dan.
That's not what you
That's
want.
not what I'm doing.
They gotta have ones that last like years though, like batteries.
Oh,
that
I'm
last.
sure they do. I just haven't tested that theory.
Yeah, I got you.
Update our ladder technology. But we got to get to it before we move on into ladder technology out of here.
Right.
Just one that
Can
kind
AI
of
solve
falls
this
in.
for me?
Just one just kind of hits it. That's what I want. Whatever is making tents collapse, I need that for a ladder.
Oh, bro.
See? You see? When I say... Come on, man. I'm just here. I'm here for the escape. Let's get to work out here.
Yeah, before we get started,
talk to us.
We got John Glasgow as always in the chat saying hello. Elliot Smith also says what's up.
Elliot.
And Justin Taylor says top of the morning.
The crew.
And Glasgow said that Dan puts the Dan in dangerous.
Ooh, wow. That was,
all right.
that was unique.
All
That
right.
sounds like an improv troupe icebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gregarious Greg. What? What are you doing, sir? This is for credit.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to what guy here. Let's talk NFL out of here. America's #1 sport. Lot is going on in the NFL here. We're just going to hit a few storylines that's popping off right here. I want to start, all right, Dan's team. Dan's back. We got to start with Dan's team. 3-5.
You don't got to claim the team no more.
He's back. He's back. He left. He came back. Hey, you can't leave again. You leave again, they're dead to you.
Yeah.
I can't leave.
Cowboys 3-5. Prescott officially or unofficially going to be on IR out for 4 weeks. Shout out to Cooper Rush pulling up out here. So just real quick, briefly, they lose to the Falcons out here. Kirk Cousins is out here with the beanie and the swag surfing and living his life. He's using words
Why
like
does he always do this?
He's living words like trap. He's using words.
Your trap, take over your trap.
Bro, the way he did that.
My boy's a chameleon.
Him and Shane Beamer Shane Beamer's son up in South Carolina.
Bro.
Man, they go to some awkward white boy school that like teaches you how to awkwardly do.
Get in that thing.
I think it's just called regular school.
Yeah.
No. What I mean is like I don't think you could teach that level of
The Ted Lasso-ness of these people.
Yeah, but
shocks me.
Kirk gets people.
Here's the thing. Ted stayed Ted. Ted didn't change his attire.
That's true.
Ted didn't change his vocabulary. He brought Ted over there. My man Kirk. My man ain't found a jeweler. My man out here living.
Kirk
his playlist different.
Yeah.
Anywho, so just real quick out here, is the Cowboy season over?
Yes.
Oh,
they're tanking for a draft pick at this point.
That's what you think?
You think Dak's really hurt?
Oh yeah, no, he's hurt.
I think Dak's hurt.
On that throw, I was like, something's up.
Hold on, you think Dak's quitting on the team?
I don't know.
Watch your words. Do you think Dak is?
No. I think he has a minor injury
that could be back.
That is a convenient situation to be like, hey, just go sit on the sideline. We just paid you a whole bunch of money. We don't need you to get real hurt.
Real hurt.
Because we're gonna trade you.
Because I hope so.
That's a whole other conversation for another day.
Yeah.
It won't happen now.
Like,
no, definitely not now.
I mean, let's be honest. It is not Dak's fault. The Cowboys suck.
Not only Dak's fault.
Not only. Yeah. His interceptions, the offensive line is underperforming.
Bad team. We got you. It's a bad team, big dog.
The defense.
No running back.
No running backs.
They're bad team.
The defense is atrocious, and shout out to Dane Quinn who made that defense look all world last year.
He did,
and kept the Cowboys in the conversation last year, make the playoffs.
Yeah,
this year they are the worst in the NFL. They're tanking for the draft pick.
Okay, probably for offensive tackle.
It frees up my Sundays at this point in time.
Light shoulders for my man out here.
Yeah,
light shoulders out here.
I was real quick the Falcons game because Nate hit me up about going to the game.
I sent him free tickets to the game.
And then I was like, nah, I don't want to go see that.
That's hilarious.
And then he was like, I'm stuck in traffic. I don't even want to go see that.
Too funny out here. I tell you, we're halfway through this NFL season right now.
Are we halfway?
We are halfway through the NFL season. It's 17 weeks, so that 9-ish, right?
Yeah.
So we're halfway through the NFL season already. That's just how if you are a fan of American football, as the Europeans say, like it comes and goes, bro. We're halfway through this bad boy, then it's gone for several months. So I just want to talk. I'm coming off. I'm running this ship. I'm giving off the top of the head. I want to talk real quick out here. Just big surprises so far, halfway. From quarterbacks to rookies to good teams you thought would be bad to bad teams who turned out to be good. What's a surprise right now? Throw it in the comments if you're rocking with us out here. An NFL surprise right now that you're like, yo, either yay or nay out here that you got right now halfway through the NFL season. You got one?
I'll go one. I was
have multiple.
Oh,
go ahead.
Let me get mine out the way. I'm surprised how good Derrick Henry still is.
Are you?
Yeah, I knew because it was like you think running backs. You're like, all right, you got a few years of dominance, and then you're not gonna be that no more. And he was like, think again. And now the way I was thinking about Baltimore, I'm thinking about I don't know who's going in the playoffs.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Because the talk about running backs over the last 2 off seasons.
He getting running backs paid now.
You understand what I'm saying? Him and Saquon.
Yeah, they bringing that money back for running backs.
That Saquon move.
Oh my goodness.
That is his.
Can you try to pull it up for us, Joel? Saquon jumps over a man backwards.
He spun a man and then jumped over the next man backwards.
My.
This man have not seen this highlight.
He's not a. Let me be clear. This isn't like a. This isn't like a 5th grader. He's jumping over.
No, these are adult men.
He's jumping adult men.
Professional athletes.
Professional athletes.
And he was like, I don't see you.
First off, you turned your back to him.
Which is wild. I read all the coaches like that was cool.
He's a
Never do that
superhero.
again.
First move.
Never do that again.
First move.
He's a
Pop out,
superhero.
get off me,
Spin zone.
spin,
That's
and then
crazy.
What?
If
How
there
do you
are
jump
two
backwards?
defenders tracking back, he takes that
The
thing.
spin,
He wins
easily.
it.
facts, and then
To think.
to think. That's the word I said. To
And
think.
I don't think you think. I
No.
think you just do.
Body.
That
But
is
where you
spider sense is
practicing at?
tingling.
Where
That's
you
just-
practicing
that's
at,
just spider
Mo?
sense is tingling. It's like I got it. I don't want to get hit.
I want
Wild move.
to stay
Go
on
get-
the Ravens real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, what you got?
If Lamar Jackson doesn't make the Super Bowl and win this year,
Ooh.
but wins a second MVP,
Third.
third MVP, excuse me,
Uh-huh.
is he fatally flawed?
Nope.
No.
Because he just ran into that
He
man.
ran into that man.
He ran into that man.
That's where I put certain errors.
Yeah.
I got to get through Peyton and
Dog.
Tom Brady in the AFC.
Dog.
Oh, that's a loss,
Okay.
right? I got to get through the '90s Bulls. All right,
Okay.
what's that?
Okay.
That's how we
He ran
honestly.
into that man.
But he would be the only one in
Only one.
my
Only one.
recognition that has 2 MVPs
Facts.
and no Super Bowl, right?
So
100%.
yeah. And I will say this too.
Not even
like, talking
appearance.
about roster construction and all that. Like,
Oh, this
for,
is
for
best.
this is best team. But I'm thinking about like.
least
Why
offensively.
does Pat Mahomes keep beating him?
Fair.
It's like, oh, he's had a Hall of Famer his whole time.
True.
Travis
You know what I
Kelce.
mean? Yeah, he's had a Hall of Famer.
And at one point he had 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, we've
And he
never
probably
known.
has 2 again this year.
Probably.
Oh,
DeAndre Hopkins is
Yeah,
a
D-Hop-
Hall of Fame.
D-Hop-
He's fringe, but if he
He's
stay
in
with him for
discussion.
another year
He's
and
in
get a Super
discussion.
Bowl,
Bro, he still got some pop. He ran some routes that I was like, he's still got some.
so this is
pop
why
in his
this
step.
why your take is accurate, but it caught me off guard is because when your offensive line or you don't have a great quarterback, talent can hide.
Yep.
Talent can be diminished. It's like D-Hop he played with old BC, rest in peace, Deshaun Watson back then, and he was 25, 26.
Yep.
And then it went a young Murray and Tennessee. Right? So people forgot, you know what I'm saying? And then a bad O-line with Tennessee Titans, etc.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, put them on the right team with a,
just say,
with a great
all
OC.
you
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a,
And
with
it's
a
like,
legendary
what about the
OC.
shine?
Yeah.
So that's one. So my surprise at the moment right here is that, and it's kind of ties into last year with Young and Stroud, is that we got to get to a point where you got to start putting more respect on people behind the number 1 pick. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, to me, is a top 7 quarterback as a rookie today in the NFL.
Ooh.
And the amount of excitement and love, respectfully, because of his college career that Caleb got, and the way he's looking now with the Bears with a defensive coach and a bad coordinator, is night and day to
Very
how
good.
Jaden Daniels is leading the division, the NFC East, with the Commanders. And so that I'm thoroughly surprised. And also, hopefully, that these 2 years in a row, going and start looking at quarterbacks and just top picks, there's just a little more clarity to be like, oh, wait, if I find a great player who I love, I'm
Get
taking
him.
him,
For sure.
period.
Yeah.
For sure.
But to have the Commanders in first at 7-2,
That's crazy.
that's top 3 to me surprises so far. The
Nah,
NFL season.
that's
Wild.
for sure.
I think that's a good take.
Yeah.
I think he is the best rookie in the league this year,
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah.
Now, you look at Brock Bowers, though, that man's showing up too.
Come on.
And I just want to say this
come
to Georgia
on.
fans when they're like
Come
losing their
on.
minds at why Georgia is struggling this year, why Carson Beck is struggling this year, is because they lost a Hall of Fame tight end
To be fair, they lost the 2 best rookie receivers
in the league.
in the league. Bowers and
Ladd.
Ladd. Like, Ladd is leading their team.
Oh,
The Chargers.
yeah.
Ladd is, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're not
Facts,
so
facts,
good
facts.
now.
Facts.
I'm just going
Yeah.
to say, there's going to be some fall off.
Listen, Ladd ended up with Herbert. Golly.
Yeah.
But you watch Dylan Bell when he goes to the league,
Turn up.
that man's going to
Okay.
be a great rookie.
We hit it a little bit, but it's going to tie into a story that we want to get to here. So, David and I said, was last week the Blackout episode? I think it was,
so.
right? All right. We said that the best, worst-looking team of the Chiefs. They just won again 2 days ago, undefeated. Only one undefeated, on the way to a three-peat. And
Oh, they're not 3P. That's my hot take.
okay,
I think we all said that.
who? What?
I said that.
Say what?
Not all. I mean, I know you didn't say that.
Okay.
You believe it in 3P. I want to be very clear. I'm looking at the camera.
As we all should.
No, I don't believe it until I see it.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I think
I respect that theory.
Yeah.
I think Detroit is a better team.
Let's
than
go.
the
Stop
Chiefs.
it. Stop.
Let's go, Lions.
Stop. I don't want to waste our time with that sentiment.
I think they were until they lost their DN.
Stop it, guys.
I'm not saying. I think they were. There are more games. It's not disrespect. There are more games that the Chiefs had. You go, I don't know how y'all won than the Lions have.
Guys, don't.
I'm
do
not
this
saying.
to yourself.
We
did it last year to ourselves, and I was over there. So I'm trying to tell you, get out.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
I'm saying I know that they have the best player on the planet. There's no doubt about it.
They are the best pound for pound organization. Maybe let me change the word for you. Maybe it would be helpful if I say organization. Would that help you? Because that includes their coach and their play caller and the defensive court. Maybe if you want that word, that would help you.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're just looking at names and roster.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no question.
And they're the best team. With the best player on the planet.
They've had more like they probably could have lost that than the Lions had. That's all I'm saying.
I think the Lions
and
the Chiefs.
But
if you ask me who do I think will win?
They?
Okay, but can we at least agree on this?
Yes.
The Lions and the Chiefs are so far ahead of every other team in the league.
That was my Super Bowl pick.
Which you're on these things. We've
I gotta start betting. I gotta start betting.
You gotta stop saying you gotta start betting because you've lost a lot of money between the last time you said it and now.
This podcast could have 1,000 subscribers if you would just drop locks of the week.
I gotta do locks of the week.
You picked Georgia to win national championships when I couldn't even get there.
I did it, bro.
Yeah, man.
God, dog. Anywho, I want to get to that. They're 8-0. They're great. Boom. I want to get to Kelsey for a second here, specifically his brother, because this was first off, shout out to Jason. Jason is thriving.
Yeah.
I see this man on every other commercial.
I
see this man on every other sports show. He ain't lost 50 pounds. He's healthy. He's walking. He's got his brain and a wife. Yep. Like, my man is living.
Bro.
My man is living.
Bro, every NFL player needs to be like,
that's
what
the model.
did you do?
What did you do? So, anywho, and somebody clear up because I only saw it once out here. But long story short, Jason Kelsey. He's walking, and somebody makes a statement, if I'm correct, about Travis Kelsey, who's for the two-time defending champ Super Bowl Chiefs.
Yeah.
And he takes.
He's on the ESPN desk.
He's on the
desk.
Yeah, he's on the desk.
He's on the desk.
On the desk.
He's on the desk. So he's at the game on the field level.
Got it. Thank you. Somebody said something disrespectful about Travis.
Travis and I guess in a way Taylor.
And I guess in a way, Travis and his family, essentially, in a nutshell, their relationship, says something disrespectful, takes the dude's phone, smashes the phone. Correct?
Yagata.
Right? And I actually want to stop there before I get to Jason being a good person. But just what were your initial thoughts when you first kind of heard that piece?
Of course he smashed it. Mm-hmm. That was my initial thought.
Boom.
Here's the real quick hack for everybody though, because famous people. I'm sure he made sure to go up after and be like, "I'm gonna get you a new phone. Let's get this taken care of."
Can't mess with the money.
Because it's a felony if you destroy $1,000 of personal property.
Slow down. Because I think a lot of people just learn something new, like myself.
Felony.
Are we using the F word?
Yes.
Felony.
So
it's a felony.
Depending on that phone and depending on how new that phone is.
That phone was new, bro.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you, that was Gen Alpha. That was Gen Alpha.
Could quickly be problematic for him legally. I'm sure they took care of it.
What word did you use? You used the word damage or destroy? Which word did you use?
I think if you cause $1,000 worth of damage
to a product that is $1,000 or more,
just anything that you own, just that someone else owns. Like I've seen like people get their like a car keyed. You know who did it? That person goes away in cuffs because they just got felony misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Felony. Felony.
Oh, is this the footage?
This is a friend probably was walking around
with the footage.
Oh.
I thought it was from the phone.
Oh, I see. Oh,
I thought they were.
Oh, that was
They're
it.
Trying to get TikTok.
That was it right there. Got him.
They're trying to get a TikTok.
Got him.
So
he's walking, minding his business. That's a big man. That's a big man. That's a big man right there.
I just want to say this.
Go ahead.
I want to say two things. One, Jason Kelsey, I saw you, I think, on Monday Night Football, and he apologized. I want to say, take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back. Don't apologize to that type of person.
Ooh.
Second, I'm not a violent man.
Okay.
I think people know me. I don't believe in it.
I think people know that.
I don't believe in it.
He don't.
But what I do believe is everybody should, especially men.
You do say
every
it.
man should be punched in the face.
Bang.
Once.
David believes in that.
I think that's how you get humble. You need to know that there are
consequences. You gotta have the consequences.
For you to walk up on a former professional athlete
talk about it
a year after literally training to fight off 400-pound men.
Talk about it.
People. What physical labor that you do to make your body to that person. If you notice in that video how quick his reaction is, he snatched that phone. I guarantee you none of us can just snatch a phone from anybody.
Their reaction time.
So quick. I was like, yo, he should have done. Yes, throw it down. Then he should have just Don't hurt him. Just grab him here.
Just the collar.
Remember,
get the collar messy.
He should have hit him with that.
Grab.
Do you remember? It could be a dagger, but even this. Do you remember? I forgot which Batman it was. The one with Bane. Do you remember that dude was like, "I got all this money."
Yeah. Put his hand right there.
Do you feel like you in charge?
One of my top 5 favorite lines.
Top 5. Bro, more
like
people you gotta get up on these people who talking crazy to
100%
you,
true. 100%
like,
agree.
You gotta know it's consequences. Like, that young man is gonna
consequences.
go off and be a terrible human being, and it's your fault, Kelsey, because you should have. Should have just got him.
Bro, we would have bailed you out as a community.
Dog.
Philly would have had you, my guy.
Philly has your back,
Philly would have bailed you out that day.
We got to be careful because we have instructed other celebrities who try to take care of dirty work themselves and be like, he just needs now to have someone who's like, hey.
No, you got to do it. Maybe don't hurt him, but definitely.
That collar grab is a nice win. The collar grab is a nice
I
win.
have a real question for you.
Yeah.
Come on.
If this is an African American brother, are you telling him to go and run up and grab someone like this?
Not in this America.
Okay. Okay. I just want to be clear.
Yeah,
I wanted
that there is a certain level of privilege
Absolutely.
that we are.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
the giant white man can do that.
Who's connected to Taylor
You
Swift?
have a responsibility as a white man to grab someone by the
who acted up?
He's one degree away from Taylor Swift.
Yeah, exactly.
Switchies are gonna
Hey,
go fund his bail in
we
a
saw
second.
what happened to Scotty Scheffler. That man went away and cussed this year too.
Yeah.
So
But football
coming
white
for
man,
everybody.
you good. You're good.
In America, you're doing okay.
You're all
you
right.
play with the shield,
Yeah,
that's good.
you're
When
good.
people talk about having conversations with their fathers at Thanksgiving, this is a step up. Get the collar.
Just get the collar,
Get the
man.
collar. Put some fear in them. That's good. That's
they
good
need
right
They
there.
need a little fear.
Yeah, no, I was a fan of it for sure. I
Yeah.
was a fan of it for sure. I don't play around with the F word. Didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laws out here people don't know
Yeah,
about.
and then he hit him with the reverse, like, who's the F now?
Oh, did he say
That's
it?
what, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And people got mad at him.
Uh,
But then I saw, I mean, I don't know who can say what. That's not my business.
That's not our business.
In
that
space.
specific space?
But, you know, I saw enough people go, yeah, all right. enough queer people go, yeah, all right.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, like,
Who?
yeah. They were like, I wish he didn't do it, but I get it.
But I
It's like,
understand.
all right, you
I
know.
understand.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. All right.
I will
that's good.
say, I
yeah.
do think more recording devices need to get broken.
Yes.
Make 'em.
And as somebody who makes a living off of
That's what
recording
you do,
stuff,
yeah.
you gotta be more mindful of people thinking, well, like I can just record or say anything in public and I'm gonna go viral. It's like you deserve to get your phone broken,
Bro.
I
Can
agree with that.
Can I tell you, there are nothing. This is sports. It's not. Well,
Get in there.
there are nothing more that bothers. Like you know, helps bring me joy. I'll say that.
There
What
we go.
brings me joy?
What you got?
Is like it's like prankers, like people prank people on YouTube.
I do.
When you find that right compilation, and it's like YouTube prankers that got beat
Ah.
up. Listen, if I'm ever having a bet, I'm like, look at that.
Oh.
Just I love it when
Oh.
they messing with the wrong
Wrong
old
one.
man. The wrong old man. He's like, hey Jack, I ain't playing with you.
At that Home Depot?
I ain't playing with you, Jack. I came here because
don't-
I got a family at home. I got
Don't
stuff
put
to do.
no bucket on my
That
head.
camera, yeah. Those anytime
Facts.
they get on them,
Facts.
I'm like, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with
That's
that.
joy. It's the small things we gotta find joy in this world,
Little
bro.
joy.
Small things.
Little
All right.
joy.
I want to get into in 60 seconds here. Last thing that I thought was really interesting: Saints lost to the Panthers. All right, and the Saints.
Everybody lost that game. No one wins.
Nobody won that game.
Yeah.
Bryce won.
Bryce did win.
Bryce won.
Bryce won.
Had threw a dope ball and the receiver dropped it. And it was a pick on him, but we're trying to bounce him back. I'm wishing him well. That's the next season. That's gonna be a top storyline. I'm gonna be intrigued about.
Oh, sure.
Anyway, moving on.
He's a good
But
quarterback.
the Saints go to Twitter, whatever they go to online out here, and they out here. I'm intrigued on how much can you talk about your team in the middle of the season, especially like right game publicly.
Like
right?
if you're a
There's
player?
yeah, because there's a line because multiple players go online.
Dak says,
Right?
we suck.
He
Dak
did
did
say
say
that. He
we
said
suck.
that during the
During
game.
the game.
It's a different level. Saints fans, one player
I
comes
love the self-awareness.
to the third string quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, you might get in. Like,
yeah,
you
this
know,
your time to
you
shine.
might get in.
Because we suck.
One player said, fans say, keep losing so we get the number one pick. Hell, throw me in at quarterback. Let's have some
Yeah,
fun.
you
This is
can't
a
say
defensive
that.
lineman.
You can't say that.
Another guy, Cam Jordan, leader of the team. We just lost to the Panthers. I love y'all. New Orleans truly had high expectations and the best of hopes for us. Y'all deserve it. He said like the season's over.
It is.
Best of luck to y'all, right? If that was a college bowl game, that MF would have been called the Connell Doodoo Bowl. We just lost the Connell Doodoo Bowl, SMH. And then Michael Thomas essentially tries to fight the starting quarterback.
Michael Thomas came out of the woodworks because he's not on a roster right now.
He's at home.
At home.
So I'm just like, is there a line in the season? Because I was like, I thought we just blurred the line.
Yeah.
You can say that you could be put in as a defensive lineman as quarterback. What does that say about your team, your quarterback, y'all play call? I was like, that's just fascinating to me.
Can we just talk about? I think part of this is the advent of like us understanding statistically the chances of like teams making the playoffs. So like
I see.
Like when I was growing up, like watching the Cowboys, if they started 0-4, I was like, yo, we can turn this around.
Yeah.
Like, but now you look at no team in the history of the NFL has ever made the playoffs.
We have the data.
and
we got
now
the numbers.
Just like now, like you, it feels a little bit more like college football, where you're like, oh, we're eliminated and it's October.
Yeah.
It's November.
It's a
and
wrap.
so I think it's a bummer because I do think teams eject. I think the draft is so important now for teams to be successful that unfortunately it is part of the equation as you're looking down the line at a playoff run or the lack thereof and being like, we can't keep pushing towards trying to like backdoor in a wild card spot and get a mediocre pick, especially in this upcoming draft, because there's only two or three
tops.
You know what?
On paper, who
great players.
Yeah.
You know what's
especially
interesting?
in the quarterback position.
I'm gonna bring it back. The New Orleans makes me actually. I'm gonna appreciate Atlanta real quick because I don't do that a lot. I don't do it. I mean, I'm a fan, but I don't do it a lot.
Fair.
It makes me make that Michael Penix pick and the Kirk Cousins signing.
Come on.
Because if you had a quarterback, it's just the fact. If you have a quarterback,
you know what?
You have a chance.
I'm gonna say something because Nate's not here. I'm gonna say something because Nate's not here. His good friend Coward had this same thought, and I was like, "What you saying?"
Yeah.
And then when you think about injuries and having backups and trying to keep a season afloat, and potentially thinking about your future,
right?
It's like,
just like I'd rather have it than not. They throwing out Spencer Rattler.
Yeah,
it's like a bunch of like who was it that was coming at Carr? One of his former teammates,
Michael Thomas, former
was coming receiver. At him, and he was like, "Yo, he got my number. He could have called me.
Yeah,
he gonna call you, man. He didn't like you
from the jump.
When he was on the team, he probably didn't like you, you know. So, but yeah, you get a quarterback, you got a chance.
I also want to say this: New Orleans overrated. Just as
also,
a city.
Michael Thomas had Drew Brees. Like, just bro.
You
played with
you played with a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
These dudes
just chill with the like.
These dudes trying to take care of their family.
They're trying to make it to 10 years to get that insurance, bro. Let them be. Let them
relax.
All right, let's move on. Let's get to some college football for a second here. Listen, the first round, if I'm correct out here, of predictions and like, where people are right now with the 12-team playoff bracket just dropped out here.
I think we can pull it up. We're
going to pull that for a second right there.
Scroll down a little bit.
It's going to be down a second. Yeah,
right
there it is right there. So, you've got, listen, I want to shout out, don't know his name, it don't matter. The Indiana coach so far has the quote of the year. When they was like, people think about you and how you going to win. And he's like, bruh, I win. Google me. And all my man do is win. Has Indiana in the top 12 right now for the playoff bracket. You see the big four. Shout out to BYU. Did not expect that at the moment. The U is back. Oregon, Georgia, et cetera, et cetera. So
one of the top 3 picks.
I'm gonna go off the dome. I'm leading this bus. I'm going off the dome right now on the spot. Dan, David, who's the team who literally will not be there?
Georgia.
Who won't be there?
Did you hear him up?
Wait, you sound like we'll lose.
Yeah. I think they will not be in the playoff.
Okay, is this just a high? Because sometimes we come in, your high-high's going to be high because you're not a professional comedian, which is fine. Civilians ain't always got high-highs at the right time. Right. Is this a high?
No. I think they lose to Ole Miss, and I think they lose to Tennessee at home, and I think they have 3 losses.
Huh.
I think that
Who's Ole Miss? Is that Dart?
Struggling.
Beck is not looking good.
Man, let me speak on him real quick, man.
Sorry.
Repo his Lambo, dog.
For real, bro.
Take that.
Remember when
Repo his
we were like,
Lambo.
Stetson would get the high fade. We're like, oh, the dogs are gonna be good.
That boy's gonna take his
That
Lambo back.
That man needs to grow his hair out.
That man said
his Lambo. One of them Calavari twins he dating.
It ruined
Break
him.
up with him.
Hilarious.
If you want him, break up with him for the season,
the sake.
and then come back later.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, baby, you gotta work on yourself.
My boy is
you're
not
who you need
looking
to
good.
be. He is so bad. And I'm gonna be real. Like he's
Be
so
real.
bad.
Come
I'm
on.
like,
Come on.
why was he allowed to play the second half? That's how bad he was. Get him out
How
of there.
good is your backup though?
It don't matter. I know he's not 3 interceptions bad.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
He's a backup for a reason.
I know. I don't know the reason. Somebody knows it, and it's the wrong reason. It's the absolute wrong reason.
What's crazy is that A&M should have crip walked into this thing, and they just went to South Carolina
Facts.
and laid in the egg.
We're going to get to South Carolina in a
Smack.
second out here. David, who you got? Looking at these 12, because I got one. I wonder if ours are both going to be the same. I'm 50% think ours is going to be the same. Who you think's not going to make it to this 12?
I will never believe in Notre Dame.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Never believe
Notre
in
Dame is the cute woman who was always.
Not even.
No, listen.
Okay,
no,
all right,
she was
go ahead.
always because they're cute. They always keep popping up.
Sure.
And she's been cute forever.
Yeah.
And people never really realize that she smokes and she's got a dead toe. And when they get close, you be like, "Turn the lights on. We are done here."
Yeah.
How do they always keep making it? I had too many Trulies. I'm out.
Get them out of
How
here,
do I
man.
keep? How do they keep
them outta
making
here.
it to preseason predictions,
I believe in
etc.?
Indiana before I believe in Notre Dame.
100%
It's
agree.
Like, I believe in.
Give me the Mormons before I
the
take
Mormons.
these Catholics. Get them out of here. We're starting a real war.
I will say this about this bracket. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Oregon is going to do
Oregon looking
to
good.
the world what Georgia did
2 years ago.
2
To
years
Oregon.
ago.
Oregon looking good.
To Oregon.
Or I mean, Dan Lanning
They
is a
looking
product of Kirby
good.
Smart.
They looking
Dan Lanning is a
good.
great coach. That team is incredible. That defense is incredible. That offense is humming. Like no team on this board would be
Pound for pound
not
right now?
a full touchdown underdog
Then Oregon right now today.
against Oregon.
100% agree.
Nah, I think I don't even like Georgia like that. But it's something about having been there that I'm like when the Oregon.
No, I'm just saying, at least on the underdog. They were Georgia would come in as at least a touchdown underdog.
You think so?
Based off how they're playing and how vague everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that would. I think people would lose money.
We'll see. That's
think
why it's great right here to see.
yeah.
I would love to see Boise though. Shout out to the potential.
Bring that back.
Yeah. Well, just Ashton. I'm a fan of
remember when they had they run a few.
That's
like,
true.
You know.
And that Heisman run gonna be run. Yeah.
My man Ward.
Ward, Miami.
Listen, he out here being the Patrick Mahomes
Ashton.
of college football. They supposed to have been lost.
This is true.
So many games.
That's
He
true.
keep finding a way. So.
Let's get to you brought up A&M. I want to get to a story that we were all a fan of. South Carolina goes A&M goes and gets smoked by South Carolina.
Smoke.
They're in the locker room. They're having a good time in the locker room after win. For anybody, if you play sports growing up and you gotta win, the locker room, the camaraderie, if you ain't experienced it, you missed out.
Yep.
It's a good time. Big game, a rival game, a homecoming weekend. It's a good time, right? They're in the room. They're feeling good. The coach, don't know his
Shane
name.
Beamer.
There it is right there. Boom. It's a win. Feeling good. Brings the wife up. Wedding anniversary? Birthday. Wife birthday. Put it in the middle. Coach is hype. Team hype. They sweaty. We hype. It's a good moment. And he's like, yo, before we get out of here, want to do a little something. First off, he leaves it up. The prelude was dope. He's like, hey, y'all be singing this song every practice. I'm like, what song they about to play? I 100% would have lost money on that.
Yes.
What song they about to play?
When I saw the tweet, it said, "You won't believe what they said," and I was like,
Couldn't be.
Yeah.
Drops it, and then they sing my mind blank. Fantasia. When I see you. When I see you. And then everybody sings the song. She's in the middle. The coach, he got moves. He been practicing, and it was a dope. In my opinion, I watched like 3 times. I had a smile on my face.
I couldn't make it 5 seconds in.
Yeah. What?
I have an aversion to like awkward.
You thought that was
It
awkward?
was so awkward, bro.
In a awkward but good, I can't get through it. Or awkward, I think is bad.
No, in a Ted Lasso, genuine.
Okay.
Like, but he's just such a corny dude.
Sure.
And because I live in the SEC, and Shane Beamer has been around the world, and he actually was on Georgia's staff for a while. Like, I'm keenly aware of how corny he is, just genuinely.
Sure.
And I can't do it.
And that's a key word, though. Genuinely.
Sure.
Genuinely authentically himself.
He's not being something that he's not.
Respect that.
Yeah.
Man, respect that.
Respect that.
But
that was a good moment, right? You can watch.
I was so surprised.
So surprised.
But then I was like, who don't like that song?
Bruh.
That song.
You know this song?
Yeah.
That song, I've only, when you see a bunch of dudes singing that song.
Let's talk about this for a second.
That is a song
Let's talk about it for a second.
and no one's going to check them
Nope.
for singing it.
Not on that one.
No one's going to check
and a few others in that list.
No one's going to check them.
Here's what's dope about that song and many other songs we probably could, if we wanted to spend a moment on, is that song for me didn't become hot until recently.
Really?
Yeah. So when, my music.
That's true.
Yeah, so how I feel about me, whatever. So, it came, it was probably dope, still, and then it just stayed. And then now with TikTok and other things, it's kind of taking a pop, right? So for me, I'm over here on this side. I'm like, I know it, but I don't know it. And then when I sit, I added it to my pre-show playlist.
Good stuff.
And now how the kids are singing it in the streets. These are depending on their age, they may be
none of them was around.
Gen Alpha. These are older Gen Alpha or the youngest Gen Z guys, grown young men out here, football players, tats, big bodies, etc., and they're singing "When I See You" by Fantasia to the top of their lungs. I'm just like, this is, all jokes aside. I was talking about manhood last week when you weren't here.
06 came out.
Oh my
Think about
goodness.
that. Think about that.
That's wild.
Think about that.
This is, to me, all jokes aside,
TikTok does.
a great moment and when we can allow, specifically, being straight up, men to be holistic humans. When we can allow men to be holistic humans. I'm about to sing a song from 06 by a singer who I know only so well, that's sung by a woman, and I'm about to sing it to the top of my lungs after winning the college football game for this wife I might know well or not at all. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm a holistic being.
Is there
I'm all in on the moment. I'm all in on the bit.
That is a woman's song or woman's that you go.
Specifically from a woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
That if you do a song initially, people might go, what's he doing? You know what I mean?
There's a Love on Top by Beyonce.
For sure.
Bro, I was at karaoke last year on a ship. Everybody in that mug get it up. Love on top. And then boy, that mug heavy. That's for sure. You got one? What you got?
Oh, for sure. Crown my Princess and Diamond. I come in the club shaking my dress.
Oh yeah. That verse heavy.
Yeah. Nuck if you buck. Just the women. I don't even know. I know the dudes.
I know it, but I don't know it.
But when Diamond and Princess come in, listen. I done seen fight start over that song.
Another one, and I mean to point at you, because it is racial.
Strong point too.
Strong, bro. Side note.
Do not get this twisted. Like, Joel, get on camera for this.
No, I believe I could get the artist wrong. Shania Twain, I Feel Like a Woman.
Feel like a woman.
Ooh.
Hey, that'll turn up. That'll turn. Come on.
Oh.
Hey, that'll turn up. If they know it, the men who do know it, they'll rock with it.
Natasha Bedingfield. What was that song everybody was singing?
Yeah. Dang. What's Natasha's big song?
Is that the 10,000 Steps?
Vanessa Carlton?
Yo, yeah, that one.
I'll sing Vanessa Carlton.
Listen,
I saw Vanessa Carlton on CBS while I was buying hot Cheetos.
Okay,
and I didn't care.
Mine is basically any Pink song. That has got
that's a good call.
Now we cooking.
That's a good call.
Now we cooking.
Hey, I done sung plenty of Pink songs. And
I'm gonna throw another P out there.
Okay.
Couple Paramore hits.
You
come on, bro.
Easy.
Come on, bro.
Core Gen
Ain't
Z.
it fun? Come on.
Core Gen Z.
Yeah, give me.
What? Stop. All right, listen, we'll change the podcast theme. We'll change the podcast theme. Don't make me start sweating. I change it.
Few of them. That Pink, that's a good call.
Pink's a good call. Pink
had
an era.
Oh my goodness.
She's had multiple eras.
She has.
Also facts.
She could.
Also facts.
She could pull that Taylor Swift generational type
Oh
thing.
my goodness.
That's a good call.
God, I got worked up now because I'm over here hype. Here's another thing here as I wrap up. Somebody said here, which is interesting about the When I See You. Fantasia should never go broke. When I See You is reaching Return of the Mac, This Is How We Do It, Can We Talk levels.
Easy.
And when he starts saying the songs, there's probably more we can add. But This Is How We Do It, Can We Talk, Return of the Mac, those songs are like...
You never gonna miss. DJ,
you know what I'm saying? They're never gonna miss.
Never gonna miss.
Anybody on a dance floor? This is how we run that. Boop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
I said all that. May I add this to that?
Get in there.
We just gave y'all so many replacements for any R. Kelly song.
Easy.
Stop doing it.
Let it go.
Let it go. We don't need it.
Well, you stepped.
We got
you
it.
stepped.
You stepped.
You
There's so
stepped
many
for
other things to step
years. Let it go.
Let it go.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well played.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get going. Let's get to. We was doing good on. We cooking today. We moving around. Let's keep cooking. Let's get to the NBA for just a second out here.
It's back.
It's back.
It is.
It is back. Players are healthy and injured.
Already.
I don't know. Right now, off top, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a safe space. How much NBA have you seen right now?
I've seen a few games. I mean, I'm a Hawks fan, so I've seen a few games.
Fair.
I mean,
I know you don't start to
outside of ESPN highlights.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah, I'm a highlights man until it matters. For sure. I'm a highlights man until it matters right here. A couple things though, just big picture right here. We'll save because the season's 82 games. We got plenty of time. I was about to say when all 4 of us together, but I don't.
Nate's on 75.
Well, I'm about to say, how often are we all 4 together these days?
That's true.
So I'm optimistically want to save it for next week, where we can talk NBA predictions like we usually do every year.
I'm for sure going next week. Speaking of the expensive plane ticket I had to buy.
Let's talk about that for a second here, because let's talk. We'll get back to it. NBA's not going anywhere. How much? Or give me the ball, or maybe whatever you want to share. You said you spent the most on a ticket.
Yeah.
Where's it going?
That's what I'm saying. It's not even going anywhere.
Oh,
like,
Dave.
I'm going to Vegas.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Expensive ticket. There's
Tomorrow?
I had to buy it last minute.
There's a flight to
there it
Vegas
is.
every 30 minutes.
Well, all these where I was going was at least 1,000.
I wonder if there's something going on.
David,
I don't know.
Hold on, David.
I'm cool with it.
Are you going to like a conference and doing
Yeah,
work?
I'm doing the MLB awards show again. So I'll be out there.
Okay, and they're not picking up this flight?
They are. That's why I said
Okay.
David,
Let's-
you misled us, David.
No. Hear me. Well.
We're hearing.
At the moment, that money.
Yeah.
So until y'all can see the future, like I can see it, but it currently.
No. Facts.
Currently, I go,
Facts.
all right. Well, you know.
Woo,
Like,
yeah.
hey, you on
Net
phone-
30.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
net
can I get
net
that?
0?
Yeah, like, can we handle that?
That 50% deposit.
That's why I was like, yeah, bump me up. Give me, like, I was,
Yeah. Facts.
You do that? Yeah, let's run that. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, but in general, I've never personally, even with knowing a rebate is coming in the background right there. Got it.
I had to invest.
Facts.
Legit, I was like,
That's gonna be a dope time.
I'm gonna make it.
That's
you
gonna be a
know.
dope time right
But I
there.
was like, 1,300.
I thought you was finna go to like New Zealand.
You would think for that price.
I thought you finna be in,
Let me just say
in
this:
Thailand.
if I'm ever in New Zealand or Thailand or any of those places, I did not pay for that
Can I-
at all. That ticket was purchased, and I pulled up like a diva.
I was flew
I got
out.
asked a amazing question that I want to ask y'all.
Come
This
on.
is connected.
Let's go.
All right.
It ain't gotta be.
My answer is connected at least.
Okay.
The question that was posed to me was, if you succeed financially to like a degree that you really can't even fathom your lifestyle
Talk
at this
to me,
point in time,
please. Tease
Okay.
me.
what would be the one thing that you know would change, that you would do differently? And my answer
Give it to
was
us.
for a sure fly private. I don't think I would change my house. I don't think I would change my car. I don't think I would change my lifestyle. Like I like the way that we live.
Yeah, you
I
like
don't
the you like the day-to-day operations.
I don't need much. But
that's a
I
good
would for sure never look back at flying.
Let me clarify you for a second, if I may, because I believe from the little I know, there's tiers to private flying. So what tier you would be content at? On
Give
flying?
me a net jets subscription. Let me just get on. Let me just get on.
You ever
this
flown
thing.
private?
No.
So
You walking into the hangar.
Yeah, I want to like.
getting driven into that.
I want to roll my bag, hand my bag to somebody, walk up some stairs.
Got it. That's what I need to know.
Sit down.
Got it.
Get off that plane.
Got it.
It leaves when I want it to leave.
Got it.
I respect that, Dan.
yeah.
Respectfully, if I have private jet money, I'm never touching the bag.
What's bag in my hand?
Rolling the bag.
Why am I rolling the bag?
This money. Who is my bag roller? Like,
You roll the bag.
Yeah. What?
Everybody got a
I
job.
doing commercial stuff on a private jet. Get out of here.
This is Delta behavior.
David gets out of the car. He starts driving. Like, whoa!
What are you doing?
Yeah,
You're getting on the plane.
dog. Ain't no
I'm
way.
not bringing the bag on and off the plane. You gotta go with me.
I'm not bringing Kmart tendencies to Nordstrom's. I'm doing, looking for
Blue light special out of here.
I feel very exposed right now.
Ain't no way, dog.
That's it. Well, you started in the mud, so you gotta
Yeah,
let that go. You
yeah.
gotta let that go.
Yeah, you're right. I've got some bad habits.
You gotta let those.
Yeah,
They'll
nah.
drop. They'll drop soon
They'll
enough.
drop soon.
Second trip, they gone.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
Yo,
What you
so,
got?
it's fun. You know, you talking about private jet, and I used to be like, oh, that'd be cool. And I saw a video of this, like, it was like a rapper's bodyguard flying private for the first time. I don't know if you can find. I don't even know the name.
Sure.
But it's this big security guard.
Okay.
And he is losing it on that because they're so small. Those private jets. They're not like commercial.
Yeah.
So you're in the air, you feel everything. And this dude's.
Oh, he's struggling.
And he is like a dude that you would expect to like throw people out the way. He's a very big dude.
Fears are real. Fears are real.
And
bro.
I was like, I'm cool with Delta. Just give me first class.
Okay.
Which
like I'll never.
fair.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'll be Delta 1 where I'm just never
yeah.
walking past row 3.
Yeah.
Do you got one though specifically?
That would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I got one. If you want to think for
my
a
whole
second.
life.
I know. I was
Stop
literally
it. Stop it.
Dave's on the record.
Give us one.
I'm changing. I'm
What's
being
the
different.
first thing? What's the first thing?
The first thing?
True.
Man, I'll probably buy houses in different places and then pretend like I would just live there for different seasons.
You know what? That's solid.
You know what
people,
I'm saying?
That's a thing people do.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm in my Denver home.
Bro,
Or Colorado or whatever.
you
home.
realize I got to play a very famous golf course 2 weeks ago.
I saw the pictures.
And there's like $100 million houses on this golf course.
Yeah.
And bro, you realize there are like levels to wealth.
Bro.
When we were walking down one of these fairways, and they're like, "Oh, Steph tried to buy that house,
Not tried to buy.
and he got outbid."
Not
My.
tried to buy.
Steph Curry.
Curry
Got outbid.
tried. The
Tried
man
to
with
buy.
probably $1 billion Under Armour contract.
Tried to buy.
Tried to buy a house.
Got
And now,
outbid.
the reason he was buying the house was for Aisha to host her cooking show. They were only going to use
Shut
it
your mouth.
as
Wow.
a
Shut
background for
your
her cooking
mouth.
show and for her
Wow.
to stay there while they filmed.
My.
And they were going to hold it outside of that.
Well, that money be different.
Can I? That hurt my feelings to know the levels. Just like Steph Curry tried to buy it and couldn't.
And couldn't.
Couldn't.
I was like, you work so hard. You should be able to buy anything you want.
That
And they're
boy's
like,
back
no.
32B with us, bro. Come on back here,
Guy
bro.
carrying his bags.
Hey, put your bag up. Move my backpack. I move my backpack.
Shout out to Craig, because you realize like that man has achieved so much in his life.
Oh, man.
He still rolls the dice and just doesn't like. He's like, I book comfort and hope I get bumped to first class.
Are you
and I was
serious?
like,
That's
I was like, my man.
No, sir. Come on, sir. Put those
One thing
grams.
you
You are so tall.
One thing you're not gonna be able to say about me if I make it, I'm not gonna do rich wrong. I'm gonna do rich right.
I know that for sure. I know that for sure.
I do not rich right.
This is also
So
true.
I know I'm gonna do
100%
rich
true.
right. I know I'm gonna do rich right.
We getting a chef, bro. We getting a chef. We're done.
That's smart.
We're done with cooking. I don't like to cook.
That's the best one.
Katoya is a great cook, and she's like, I want to do other stuff with my time. Cooking is, you ain't got to have kids. This is a human thing as an adult. That is I'm not talking to you if you love cooking. Necessary evil. I don't like those people. That is a necessary evil, bro, to the day we die. The phrase, what's for dinner?
Bro.
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 The phrase, what's for dinner, is something that is not leaving our hearts. We're either spending money or we're spending time because we
you're
have
right.
spent money.
Half of our text messages between Allison and I
Bro,
are,
What's for
do you
dinner?
have any idea what we're doing for dinner? And Allison's like, I haven't even gotten past
I
it.
haven't even gotten to thought
4
about being in my
PM
house.
yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is when you said Jet, I was like, yes. I said, bruh, I'm 14-8 every day. But my chef, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, got a couple snack options for you out here on the chef before you head on out.
That's
Kids,
the one.
Kid lunches are packed. I'm packing. My kids are still struggling to pack lunches for the next 6 to 7 years with my 2 girls. It's the chef,
Nah,
hands down.
you cooking. That's the one. That's
And
the one.
Honestly,
down.
it's probably the most attainable because you don't
Yeah, I know people that got that.
because you don't have to.
Well, you see where I am.
I'm saying, and they're not that. I thought I could probably.
There's a level to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
That's
real.
The one.
It's
I'm
real.
gonna do all these houses, ain't nobody
Yeah.
to cook.
You know,
That's silly.
Silly.
That's the one.
thank you, man. I also, because like, and I don't know y'all scale, but every year we try to continue just to be a holistically healthier family.
Yep.
And we keep getting into the same 4 vegetables. I'm like, bro, whip up 6 new vegetables for us.
Yeah, make some new.
Because I don't know how to make this laskus kapa. So make that for me and whip it up. What? Caramelize the onions, bruh. Put some lamb on it. I'm not cooking lamb. Cook me lamb. Cook me lamb, bruh.
What word did you say?
Shish kebab. I think it was shish kebab.
It was a combination of words.
It's a Mongolian root vegetable. What I'm saying is, okay, whip that thing up, bro. Whip it, bro.
You cooking with that? That is the one.
Over here, I'm still on green beans.
That's the
in 2024. I'm still on green beans. I'm sick of it.
Find me something new.
No, dude.
I'm carrying my own bag with green beans.
Bro. Green beans left a long time ago, my man.
What you
Lima beans, green beans.
What you replacing green beans with? What's your greens?
Oh, I would go.
What's your greens in
that's a good
rotation right
question,
there?
that's
Listen, the
Broccoli.
podcast is over. We have it at the top.
Broccoli,
Okay.
carrots.
Stop. Hold on. Stop. You didn't replace green beans with broccoli. Broccoli always been there. You tried to cheat me.
No, I mean, maybe I just don't eat green beans.
Okay, but
Because
what's
green
your
beans never taste good.
I love green
Okay,
beans.
respectfully, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about
I
that.
love green beans.
Yeah, green beans are
Because
Green beans, solid.
you okay, broccoli.
Like as a kid, when they like, you gotta eat a green. I'm like, is that green beans back there? Give me that. I'll take green beans.
Asparagus.
Oh no, get that out of here. And that's from childhood.
Mmm.
They should have never told me that part of it was poisonous if you eat too much.
Excuse me.
Part of asparagus is a poisonous.
What?
Like if you eat too much.
I've never heard this before.
Never in my life.
I could be wrong. Could be
I
wrong.
think that was a parental. I think that was a parental lie,
It
bro.
was my parents. It was my because we never had it in the house.
Like, what?
But yeah, there's parts of asparagus that
The
like,
red berries of asparagus, bro. You ain't never ate red
They got you,
berries
bro.
on the
They got you
asparagus.
hard.
That didn't get me. That's all I need to know. If there's any part, there's no part of a collard green that's poisonous. So that's what I'm saying. If there's any part of you that's poisonous, I don't know what
You eat apples?
Yeah.
The seeds are
And I never
poisonous.
get that
What?
far. Yeah, the
What?
seeds are poisonous.
Thank you, Joe.
No, it's arsenic, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Wait, are you
What is
serious?
happening?
I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I can tell y'all had much freer childhood. Y'all were much happier children.
Bruh.
Because you didn't know about all the things that can
Didn't know about
kill you.
Apple
in
seeds
your
can be poisonous.
Yeah, arsenic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I never get that low.
Hold on, because some people at home may not know what arsenic means. Let's help the people out.
The thing that spies put in their mouth to
Die.
before they get
It's
killed.
an apple seed.
It's
They
an
bite
apple
into
seed.
an apple seed.
And it foams
Yeah.
at the mouth.
Y'all ever wonder why Tom Cruise always has an apple?
He's got
Mission
apple seed
Impossible.
right there. Because he's like, you're not going to get me. not
God
these.
knew what he was doing.
Wow.
No, I remember
We
there was
learned-
the berry. I didn't know it was the berries, but I knew something associated
Something
with
was
poisonous.
So you
And
rock.
they're also weird. I'm like, get that
They're
fake
also weird.
broccoli / green bean.
So you going
That's what
Get outta
Eve
here.
ate, y'all. She just ate the seeds.
asparagus,
She went too deep.
asparagus and broccoli and carrots. That's your rotation.
Yeah.
You mess with Brussels sprouts? I feel like you roast them.
Yeah, we'll do some.
You know,
Brussels
Brussels.
I like Brussels sprouts. They stopped. They came to my.
They got
Some-
better. They genetically engineered them.
They had to
make
'cause
them
as
not
ki-
as bitter.
I'm glad you said it because
That is no, it's true. It's true because
I believe that.
because I thought I hated Brussels sprouts as a kid,
Because
and then every cartoon was like, "Ooh, Brussels sprouts!" Oh, but then I started eating them in my 20s. I was like,
Y'all
"These are the
lying.
best
Because
thing
also
ever."
when you eat them in your 20s, you're eating them at a restaurant that's cooking them in
Yeah,
bacon.
but no,
fat.
they actually did all Brussels sprouts like they changed because they were just
They
too
had a
bitter.
meeting.
They
we suck.
did.
Bring it in,
they-
bro.
word is out. We got to be better.
all Brussels sprouts are different than when we were kids.
I believe that.
Brussels sprouts used to suck, but yeah, they're great.
Interesting.
So good.
Because I'm still out because of my kid trauma, so maybe I need to try them again.
No, try them now. They're so good. You
Huh.
can do. They're great. You can do a lot with them.
Yeah.
And also
Artichokes?
super easy.
Never had. It.
Artichokes.
I've had them in
What is-
dip. I'm not. It's always a part of dip. I'm like, get out of here.
It's a vegetable you would cook like with steak, mashed potatoes, and artichoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
artichoke
yeah,
hearts.
that'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
artichoke.
I don't know. What is? I don't even know what artichoke look like. Can you put it over there?
Like a pine cone.
Yeah, that's right.
Like a pine
A
cone.
green pine cone.
Green
Artichokes
pine
looks like a pine cone.
cone. Like a green pine cone.
This is what it looks. And then you eat.
I thought that was Brussels sprouts.
no,
Nah.
you
They
eat
kind of
the-
they're bigger. They're
Brussels
big
sprouts
They're
look like
big Brussels.
Brussels. No. Brussels sprouts look like a little baby cabbage.
That's Brussels sprout.
And go back one more time. Those are Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, little baby
And
cabbage.
those are artichokes.
See how they kind of had a
Huh.
little lead. Like,
This is why we need a chef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
yeah.
Bruh, thank you.
Nah, that
My
was-
pantry has too much vegetables.
Now, do you?
It's just like
when-
what a
when
mini
y'all-
cabbages.
They many cabbage.
Are you pulling vegetables out of a can, or we cooking straight from?
We do both.
Okay.
We do both.
I'm a zero can vegetable guy.
Are you?
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I have an aversion.
I respect it. I respect your opinion. I'm sure it's fine.
I can't.
Wait, you going fresh? You going frozen?
If I have to frozen, I mean everything is convenience at this point, right?
This is fair.
It's like how can I make it work?
This is fair.
But I'll never turn my back on Glory Greens.
What are glory greens?
Glory, the brand.
100%.
Hey, I'll
You
never.
don't know about Glory
I'll
brand?
never turn my back
Pull
on
up Glory-
Glory Greens.
You know what?
I'm
gonna get some glory greens together.
I gotta
go.
my back
That
on
sounds
glory
good because I'm
greens.
cooking dinner tonight.
I don't know what
do
they was
Do you know this? Do you know this brand?
This looks like the rice brand that you cook in like 5 minutes.
Nah,
You talking about Uncle Ben?
Yeah.
It does have similar colorway. I
It
get
does.
that. But
No, these greens right here.
Hey,
Listen to us.
Hey, man.
Listen to us. Coming from our community, listen to us.
Talk about it.
These greens right here.
Held it down.
Okay, so it's so funny. This is the cultural difference. Like I know that greens is a statement of a type of food, a very specific type of food.
Yes, for
sure.
But when you're talking about greens, I was like, green what?
Appreciate that honest
The
moment.
green.
The green.
He who sits on the throne of greenish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also cooked in bacon.
Also, you have I feel like they come in like a sauce already.
Yeah.
No,
They don't-
you gotta throw a hog like
With
Oh,
this?
no.
shoulder
Not with
in
these.
there.
You don't have to with these.
Not
but
with these.
people
That's
do.
how they're cooked.
People do.
Yeah.
But you don't have to with these.
Yeah. Add this to your repertoire of your already
Glory greens.
eclectic vegetable rotation.
Glory greens.
Yeah.
held it down.
Oh yeah. Jay's gonna rock with those.
Okay.
Jay's gonna rock with those for
Okay.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Glory greens.
Anything on his rotation here that you didn't that y'all would have at your house to produce vegetables?
Asparagus?
Yeah,
or-
just in general. Are y'all big on spinach over there? Cause we don't mess with spinach. At all.
I love spinach.
Do
for
you?
Sure. Yeah, I love spinach. Yeah.
A lot of kid trauma in my My father was a bodybuilder, so he was not about taste. He was about
Function.
energy and function.
Yeah.
So him cooking, he
Yeah.
cooked me Brussels sprouts. He cooked me spinach.
Yo, you're
cooked-
out.
So I have to unlearn. I have
He
to.
threw some water in that and steamed the
Yeah,
vegetables for you.
straight up.
Yo.
Because that's how he smashed it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's like, my boys will smash it just like that.
Yeah.
No.
No, why we have spinach and hamburger helper, sir? This is a
Oh,
terrible
no.
combination. It's a
Wait,
terrible
why would
combination.
you go the lengths of like we're gonna eat spinach,
It's terrible.
but we're gonna have hamburger? It's like
He was a simple man.
for sure. When you
Yeah,
said
he was
when you
a
were like
simple
function, I'm thinking like I
loose
hate
man.
boiled chicken
Yeah.
and you
All
know
of it,
like
bro.
you trying
Yeah.
to get games whatever. But
Yeah,
he was
bro.
like, I'm gonna get you a
I
hamburger.
think,
helper.
to be honest, I never saw him eat a hamburger. He made it for us.
Oh, okay. All
now,
right.
as I
That
really
makes more
said,
sense.
he was never at the table eating hamburger
Yeah,
helper with us.
All right, that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes more sense.
Anyway, this has been a time.
Do some glory greens with some
Add that to
Jiffy
your list right
cornbread.
there. Add that to your
With some
list.
Jiffy
Artichoke.
You don't mess with snap peas?
Yeah, I'll get down with some
I
snap peas.
like a little snap.
I'm not mad at snap peas.
Better than green beans, I'll tell you that much.
No way.
Oh, sauteed green beans?
No way. This man has never had good green beans, y'all.
Sauteed green beans?
Green beans are great.
Sauteed with a little garlic.
Yeah, who made your green beans,
Yeah.
sir?
Oh, bro. My mom is the worst
You have
cook
talked about yes.
on the planet.
You have talked about this.
She makes one thing good, and that is Christmas cookies.
Hey.
I was
That is
not
the
expecting
All
only
you
that.
gotta do
thing
for vegetables,
She has dialed.
all you gotta do for vegetables is roast them and char them a little bit. You throw some salt and pepper on there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
a little
agree.
bit of,
I
and
agree.
All vegetables are great like that. You want a little bit of char on there, and then
Couture's
you're
green
good.
beans.
Yeah.
Couture, I could eat a bowl of Couture's green
I
beans.
had so
only.
many bad casseroles growing up.
Ooh.
Oh, casseroles are gross.
Not all.
That was
A lot white people
80% of my
casseroles are
food.
gross.
Can't speak.
Now you cook it. I've had some
I-
white people
I
casserole in the
didn't grow-
past that you go.
This sucks.
I'd be angry.
I don't know if I.
Cream of onion soup and chicken covered in cheese.
That's what I
with-
That's a
realized-
casserole. Let be clear, because I'm about to make a big statement. I don't think I want to. What is
I don't
the?
want you to
should.
without.
Well, just what's the
I think that's the
definition?
first time you've ever thought about what you said.
Because what's the definition of a
It-
casserole?
I know it is something-
ingredients thrown together in a pan just like this
and
one,
baked.
and you bake it.
Mm.
And you're not
Yeah, yeah,
you're not
Okay.
cooking the individual.
Is
Okay.
items.
lasagna casserole?
It's like a crock pot,
It
but
can be.
before
But
the
in the
crock
oven.
pot took off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy right there.
Casserole's more.
So-
Go ahead.
Well, then I've had casseroles and they're delicious.
Okay.
But I think
What kind?
I had good cooks.
What kind? Do you remember?
Just basic they call it broccoli divine. Does that name anything to y'all?
I think so.
But basically it's chicken broccoli, cream of yada yada. But when
That's what my mom made, and it was just real bad.
my grandma from Louisiana made it, so it was delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure she put some love. and
Yeah,
soul
she
into
put.
that.
We was like, what that broccoli divine?
My mom was so bad at cooking. My dad would cook all day Sunday,
Ooh,
and like for the week, because my dad traveled 5 days a week, so he would leave us food so that like we didn't suffer.
So y'all survived.
Did he? This is a great point. Shout out to Dad. Was he, the people who I despise, a lover of cooking, or was I love my family?
He is a good cook, and the
cook.
reason I am a good cook is because he is a good cook.
There it is. Love it.
And so yeah, he took care of us, and then
respectfully, that's not how my grandmother from Louisiana looked. Just want to be clear.
No, that combination.
that looks exponentially better than the one that I grew up with. So that we're on. That's the center of the spectrum. I'm on the far left.
Oh wow.
You're on the.
I see.
Above that.
So I grew up on casseroles then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, ain't no way you didn't.
Yeah, I really.
I think about meals that mothers would make or family would make. That's like, make it quick.
Make it quick.
But
Stretch.
Make it good. Yeah, stretch.
And stretch.
Casserole part of the game. That's part of the game plan for sure.
Okay. I literally, to this moment, have never been like, I grew up on casseroles. I grew up on casseroles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Chicken
man.
tetrazzini, does that word mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a casserole.
I believe so.
Smashed it.
It's good. I'm a fan of the casserole.
Did your mom know she wasn't a good cook? Like, did she walk in it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Respect them. Self-awareness matters. Got it. Both your parents can cook, though.
My mom can definitely cook. My dad has. From what I've heard, apparently my dad can cook real good when he has to.
It's on an effort level.
Dog.
Which is always the case, right? Like when someone's really strong at it, it just like Allison can cook.
Sure.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't.
Sure.
Nah, like my dad apparently is like a very good.
Oh.
So this is what I heard. When
What you
my
heard?
mom had like some kind of surgery, and my dad had to like cook for it. And I forgot, I think I was in college or whatever. And everybody, my brother and sister, like, nah, he was killing it. We ain't never seen nobody cook like that.
Oh.
And then now they like, what happened to that man? 'Cause
He's like, my baby girl was down.
Yeah,
That's how I pulled the skills out.
Cause I'm thinking like, oh, he was just like a spaghetti dad. Everybody knows spaghetti.
Yeah.
Dads throw it in his spaghetti.
Yeah. Boom.
We making it.
Boom,
Like,
boom, boom.
nah, this man was making all types of stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot what they said that he made one time. I was like, I ain't seen that nowhere around this house since.
Yeah. That's
I ain't never seen that. So
here's my last trick before I get out of here. And it's a balance, because sometimes I want the kids to see me, yeah. Sometimes I want them to see my facade. But if I have to cook, because I only cook when I have to cook.
okay.
I only cook when I have to cook.
Fair.
And I want to like show them that I got skills, because I could cook. I don't like to cook. I'll cook everything, which is primarily convenienced.
Sure.
I'm not getting anything fresh. I'm making this from scratch. I made pot roast for them the first time.
Yeah.
Last couple months ago, and they loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Great.
Sauced it up in the pan. They're like, yo, this is fantastic. What is it?
Yeah.
Pot roast.
Pot
I never
roast.
made pot roast.
Interesting.
It was just a Publix package.
Oh, you just.
Just a Publix package. But I threw all that away. Didn't let them see. Didn't let them see the box, bro.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that turn.
This is a twist. And so I threw the box away, whipped that bad up, add my own seasoning. Dad, this is amazing. I had put the Hawaiian rolls in the oven. I was showing them skills. Toasted it up.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Why you never make this? I'm busy.
Sometimes the store got the
I'm
ingredients.
busy.
You know,
I'm busy.
And they're gonna be sitting on a podcast with that. My dad could cook if he wanted to.
His pot roast from the 2020 pot roast.
I've never seen one.
Smash. Never. Actually, for $5.99 at Publix, you could get two for the price of one.
Yeah.
There it is right there. Appreciate it, man. This was a good time.
Solid.
You got what you needed. Hope your mind is at ease for an hour. Hope you well. Hope you fellas well.
We do
Appreciate
hope you
it. We're rocking with it out here. We got to get out of here. Hope Nate's well, too. Next time we come back, he could be a father. That's a tease. I'm Damon Jr., DAMON, JR2 on TikTok, Instagram.
Yo, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at doordie. That's at DUEORDIE. If you're in Atlanta this Friday,
Talk about it.
I'm doing Wonder Comedy.
Hey, great
I wish I
show.
knew the address to give y'all, but follow my
Follow his page. He got the
and
dates
I'll
for
post
you.
it up there.
There it
It's
is.
last minute type thing where they just post the location last minute or something.
No. This one I should know. I just don't.
Fair.
Okay.
Dan Dunk running back.
At Dan Dunk, cold plunges are coming back.